75. Look carefully at the key at right. So that's this one over here. Which of the keys below could you create by spinning or rotating the original key? Which keys could you create by flipping or reflecting the original key? Okay, so I've set this up. So they're asking which ones can we create by rotating, which ones can we create by reflecting, and we're going to go through each one and say what it is, and then we'll add them up at the end. Okay, so here's our original key. So a lot of times what I like to do in situations like this, and what you can do, is you can create a really simple little tool for yourself. So I have created this. I made a triangle and then I drew the key on it. And you can see here the teeth are, the round end is on this side. The teeth are pointing down. And when I flip it over, you can see that the teeth, are still pointing down. And now this is, and so basically it's like a key. And so we're going to use this as a tool to help us in this exercise. Okay, so first of all, we have it in the position of the original key, which is way up over here. And we want to get it to look like the key over here in A. So we will look at the difference between these two. And we can see that here, the original key, the little teeth are pointing down. And this is over on the left-hand side. And in the resulting one, the circle part is still on the left-hand side, but the keys are pointing up. And so we can probably just get there by reflecting or flipping. And yes, that looks like the key now. Okay, so we can definitely get there by reflecting. But can we get there by rotating? So let's try out a few rotations and see if we can get there. So let's put it back in the original position and we'll try rotating. And it doesn't look like we can ever get there by rotating, okay? Because the teeth are not in the right position. And if we rotate it this way, then, it's the little round part is on the opposite side. So it doesn't look like rotating would get A. Okay, so let's go on to B. So here's our original right here. And we can see that the teeth are pointing down in the original. Now in B, it looks like the teeth are pointing up. So we could, if we reflected so that we get the round place in the same place, it looks like the teeth are pointing down instead of up, but we could reflect again and then we'll get there. And so we could get there by reflecting, but it takes two reflections. First, we have to reflect vertically. Oops, let me get it back into the original position. So we can flip vertically so that we get the round part in the right position, but then we have to flip horizontally to get it to the final position. Okay, so two reflections would work to get to that one. And let's see if a rotation would work. So let's put it back in the original position like that. Okay, and now we can start spinning it. Okay, so we're gonna have to keep going. And oh, look, it looks like a rotation will also work. So if we rotate it 180 degrees, then we can do it also. So a rotation also works. All right, so now let's look at C, which is right here. So we'll put this back in its original position. And while I'm looking at C, I'm noticing that the teeth are pointing to the left, and it kind of looks like all we have to do is rotate it a little bit, like just 90 degrees, and we can get there. Okay, and let's see. I don't think flipping will get us there. So flipping doesn't really seem to get us very close to that. We really need to rotate to get it into that up and down position. Okay, so that definitely is just rotate. Okay, so let's look at D. So first we'll put it back into the original position, teeth down, circle over on the left. And let's see, so there the circle is on the right over in here in D, and the teeth are on the right, on the left. So maybe if we flip it, oops, okay, flip. Yes, definitely flipping or reflecting will work. Okay, we only have to reflect once. And let's see if we can possibly get there by rotating. Okay, so there we are, and we're gonna try rotating. We're gonna try rotating so we can get the circle. No, it looks like the teeth are in the wrong position if we rotate. So rotation is not going to work. Okay, so it looks like for rotation, it can work for B or C or D. And, oh, wait a second, not D. D is reflect, sorry. So rotate is just here and here, so that's B and C. And then for reflection, it'll be A and B, and not C, but D. Okay, so that answers the question, which keys could you create by reflecting, and which keys can you create by rotating?